When the time comes for you to generate a new world that will span dozens of fortresses and hundreds of years, barring the total collapse of dwarven civilization as we know it, or an unfavorable update I guess, it is definitely a special occasion, doubly so when it's in the brand new Steam version of Dwarf Fortress. To start off, I dipped into the detailed world generation mode just to change the world type to a medium region, because I think it forms the best looking worlds. Then I made sure the year cap was set to 100 because I like nice round numbers. And then I let it go. Usually I'm very picky with my worlds, and will restart a dozen times before I find a world that I like with a world name that is pronounceable by humans. But this time the very first one seemed promising. Thadar Zurko, the planet of cyclones. The most striking feature right off the bat were the twin volcanoes in the middle of a vast expanse of haunted hills, but there were quite a few little spots that looked interesting. The river valley in the center seemed like quite the dwarven stronghold, with the way that it was packed to the gills with dwarven settlements. The snow-tinged trees in both the north and the south seemed like potentially interesting locations for a winter fort, which I've never really tried before. And the plains and forests to the south looked like where you would want to be if you were interested in being absolutely bulldozed by goblins. But the location that I favored the most for my first fortress in this new version was at the tip of this tendril of trees reaching up into the heart of the mountains. My nearest neighbors would be elves, then humans, and then goblins in that order, with the closest dwarves a fair distance away. But annoying neighbors can be ignored, an ideal embark cannot. Anyway, I would have plenty of time to settle fortresses near the dwarves, and to return to the twin volcanoes, and to settle in the tundra, because this is just the start. If last week was the end of an era, then this week is the exciting beginning of a new one. Thanks for watching. This video is slightly outside my normal style, but I wanted to get the generation of my world on record, because I plan to stick with it until the dwarves are wiped out, or a town changes the way that raspberries generate or something and it kills the world. Either way, I'm in it for the long haul. See you next time.